So today we're going to talk about sleep. This week on my Facebook page, I've covered a lot about tips, tricks, and how it really affected my weight loss. Once I figured out that my story was incorrect, because I always said I couldn't get more than 5 hours of sleep. Now, I did have a demanding job, and I was called out during the middle of the night, working double shifts, doing all the things, just like what you've dealt with. But what I was also doing was making excuses to stay up to watch that extra show, or I needed to wash those dishes or run extra laundry. I was adding a lot of extra time that I could have actually been making my sleep a priority. So today I want to cover a few things with you, some tips from what's helped me get better sleep and improve my weight loss. Now I've got notes everywhere laying out in front of me. You can go and do just a simple Google search and get so many different tips on what people tell you to do to get better sleep. Now, these are my real life, what I use and how I make my sleep a priority and the things that I've done to get there. The first one, you're not going to like this, but I'm going to tell you, and it's just the way it is. Move your damn cell phone. January 1, I created a goal for myself that my phone would no longer sleep in the bedroom with me. Now, I do have children, and you may think, but my kids have got to call me or my job has to call me. Did you know that you can put your phone on Do Not Disturb, and the only phone calls that will come through are the ones that you tell it to let come through? Now, knock on wood, we have had no emergencies. My kids have not called, but they know mom goes to bed at 8 or 8:30 at night, and don't text or call after them because she's just not going to answer. So my phone now sleeps in the living room on the charger. I removed it from my bedroom because one of my biggest old habits was I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would grab my phone to look and see how much time I had left to sleep. Then I would lay there for about an hour, go to sleep, just go to sleep. I've only got an hour. Now I've only got 30 minutes until the alarm's going to go off. Like, I would worry myself during the night on how much sleep time I had left. Once I moved the phone out of the bedroom, that is no longer a trigger, a problem. I don't hear my phone vibrate. There's no notifications going off in the middle of the night. And I will tell you, I'm part of an accountability group that they text at all different times of the day, sometimes late into the night. And I would wake up and think I would have to look at it or I'd have to answer because that's the only time they're talking. Once I made my sleep a priority and I explained to them, hey guys, I'm not going to answer after a certain time of night. I hope you understand. Everybody understood. It was my thought about it that I thought I had to answer that. So move your phone out of the bedroom. You can put it in the bathroom. If you use it for an alarm clock, then just set your alarm to go off. And then guess what? You ain't going to be snoozing, is you going to be tired of hearing that racket going off in the bedroom. You will get up and go turn it off. Then you're up and you're ready to go for the day. So get the cell phone out of your bedroom. 2, create a bedtime, because bedtimes are important. There's a reason that we always had our kids go to bed on time. It's because we knew they'd wake it up like a ratchet ass, ill ass kid who's going to misbehave in school. It goes the same thing for us. When we don't get our rest, we are just crabby as all get out and hard to deal with. But just remember, when you establish a current, like going to bedtime and getting up time, you're setting and regulating your body's internal clock, which promotes better sleep quality. Now, that is, the bedtime is really important. Now, the next thing is the bedtime routine. You need to create a routine for yourself, things that you want to get done before bed. Like me, it's brush my teeth. I want to wipe my makeup off from my face for the day because my skin's really oily. And it just, there's things and steps that my body and my brain knows that we're going into a shutdown mode. We're fixing to go get some rest. This is my routine. Like, I don't know about y'all, changing my clothes and letting the sisters out, putting my t-shirt on, my pajamas, getting ready for bed, creating that routine. Of course, my routine also includes circling the house, making sure the doors are locked, making sure the garage door is down, the dog's been out to potty, and the cat sure is not in this house. She doesn't live in the house, so she's got to go back outside. Now, the next thing is your sleeping environment. Do you have any alien lights in your room? We used to have this big blue light that I swear every time I'd wake up, my eyes would just zone in on that light. And then, of course, brain activated. Now I'm thinking about work. Now I'm thinking about all I should do or need to do or got to do the next day. Tomorrow's going to be a shit show. Yeah, my brain would just go into work, even though I was laying in bed and couldn't go back to sleep. But it was all triggered because my environment of the lights, this light over here, the curtains were not closed. I now have thermal curtains up. They're blackout curtains. My bedroom is completely dark. There is no alien lights that no longer affect me. The next thing is limit your fluids. I mean, alcohol, caffeine. Of course, I gave up caffeine. Caffeine keeps you awake. Who wants to drink an espresso before they go to bed? Now, some people can, but we don't want to be doing that. We don't want to light up our brain and set it on track to be, woo, go, 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 go. I don't drink any alcohol, any caffeine, or any water late at night. I stop my water usually about 7 to 7:30 because I don't want to get up in the middle of the night to pee. Look, at my age, 54, I'm going to have to get up to go to the bathroom if I drink late into the night. So if I stop it, then I can get a good night's rest and not have to get up to go to the restroom in the middle of the night. The next is get some movement, get some regular exercise, getting out to walk. I occasionally run. Doing those things helps your body be ready for bed because you are, getting that movement in, and naturally your body is going to be a little bit more tired. When you've had a hard work day, sometimes you just sleep a little better. But just remember that we're not going to do any vigorous exercise before bedtime. If you choose to do a workout, try not to do it late at night because then you're pumped up, you're ready to go, and then it's hard to fall asleep. So just remember, try not to do anything really stimulating before the bedtime. Now, the next thing is creating a relaxing environment. Some people like to do lavender in their bedroom. I used to have a lavender bedtime spray that we could spray across the pillows. But I also think investing in good sheets, making sure your bedroom is cool, warm, whatever you need that makes you most comfortable. I am very cold nature, but I like my bedroom cool at night. So I actually have an extra blanket on my side of the bed for me to keep my feet warm. And that's what's important to me. So that environment, you need to set it up to what gives you the best rest. Now, next, limit your screen time before bed. This is really important. You should not be looking at any blue screen, TV, cell phone, scrolling anywhere from an hour to 45 minutes before you go to bed because your brain is activated. It's ready to go. And that affects your sleep and how you can get to bed and to relax. Because screen time, actually, I didn't realize this until the more I've read more about it, is it will interfere with the production of melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone that helps you get to sleep faster. Now, you can take some over the counter, and I did that for a little while because I had the story I was hanging on to that I couldn't get any sleep or rest. But I would wake up lethargic, hangover. It just wasn't working for me. So I discovered if I just lay my phone down at least an hour before I go to bed, that blue screen is taken out of the process. Now, it'd be a good time that, and also putting a TV in the bedroom was really a bad idea. And I learned that. I learned a lesson because I used to think I had to have the TV on to fall asleep, the noise. No, it just kept my brain going. And I would hear something and I'd turn around and have a bad dream because I heard this guy getting killed or whatever in that TV show. I would not sleep well. So try not to have TV time before you go to sleep and try not to watch TV before you go to sleep. Remember, at least 1 hour before bedtime, turn the screens and the TVs off. Pick up a book. You may have a favorite book you're trying to read. Read 15, 20 minutes before you go to bed. That will really help you. Next is meditation and any kind of practice that will help you slow your breathing or deep breathing. Now, I do love yoga. I've got to where I have really locked in on that. I usually do yoga of a morning and I will do it at night. It'll be the last thing. Like when I switch off the TV, I go into yoga time. And trust me, when I go to the, child's pose, head down on the floor, arms out, and just start focusing on my breathing, yeah, I could go to sleep right there. But I try to stay centered with my body and my brain and just slowing down my heart, slowing down my mind for the day, just relaxing. That could be part of your bedtime routine of doing 15 minutes of yoga before you go to bed. And I would probably do it, I'd probably brush my teeth first, then go do yoga. That way, when you're breathing on the floor, you're not breathing your own bad breath, right? So now, another thing that's important is avoid late afternoon naps. Now, my husband's great about he needs a nap. He does go to bed, 9 o'clock at night, and sometimes he wakes up 1:30, 2:30, 3:30 in the morning because his brain is already going to work. Once he wakes up, he's at work. He cannot go back to sleep. So sometimes he will take a nap. But the thing about naps is try not to do it late of an afternoon so it interrupts your sleep cycle at night. Try to take a nap 1 to 2 o'clock. I wouldn't go much past 3 o'clock. Take your nap. That way, get back up, get back into your regular movement. Maybe go for a walk later in the afternoon, maybe before or after dinner. That way, you're telling your body again that, hey, it's okay. We had a nap. We got a little bit of energy. Now we can go into let's relax for the rest of the night. Now, I am not a doctor and I do not play one on TV or the internet. But if you have some type of sleep disorder, I do suggest you see a professional. Talk to your doctor about why you're not sleeping, why you can't seem to get regular sleep, because they can identify any underlying problems that you may have going on and can tailor a plan especially for you. And it might require some medication for a while until you can get your body to learn how to shut down and get more sleep. Now, if you want to learn more in depth about sleep disorder, well, not sleep disorders, but things that can help you get better rest, I do recommend. I have a coach that she's coached me before about different subjects, but she is now focused and took a lot of courses that deals with sleep and your cycles and what all affects you. And that is Betsy Slay. And you can check her out at betsyslay.com. I will make sure to drop the link below so that you can find her. She will actually, do a 30-minute coaching session with you to see if maybe that's something that could help you get better sleep, that she can coach you better on how to get better rest and what's really affecting your brain and standing in your way that you think that you can't. Now, I think sleep is very important for weight loss because when you have better rest, you show up better, you feel better to get the workouts, your body is not calling for food for the energy. You're not getting urges because you're tired, wanting to eat from an urge from being so tired from no sleep. Sleep will only benefit you in your weight loss journey. And if you'd like to know more foundational tools that I teach you about sleep, planning, drinking water, getting movement, you can sign up to Unfuck Your Diet. And I will drop that link also in the comments. I hope this has helped you. Maybe there's some of these tips that you can put in your life today that will help you get better rest, get the sleep that your body deserves. Because trust me, I used to sleep about 5 hours, 5, maybe 6 hours. And I used to tell myself that's all I can get. But until I made sleep a priority, that I knew how important it was, that's the way my story sucked. Now I sleep anywhere from 7.5 to 8.5 hours a day. I go to bed at 8:30. I've always told my friends I turn into a pumpkin if I stay up any later, guys. And I get up every morning. I don't even use an alarm clock anymore. 6 o'clock, my body naturally, I wake up. I feel refreshed. I put my feet on the floor and I know it's going to be a great day. And you can have a great day too. I'll talk to you later.